Today, we're getting into a really personal story. It's about what it's like to be in your 30s facing long-term unemployment. It's a story about rejection, feeling totally isolated, and, trying to find a new beginning when the path you thought you were on just vanishes.
This is what's going on inside his head. It's that raw, paranoid thought that just hits you when you're out of work. That feeling that everyone can just tell, even when you're doing something as normal as buying groceries.
So, who are we talking about here? He's a guy in his 30s, has a degree in economics, but he's been out of a job for 2 solid years. It all started after a layoff that basically cut his company in half. And now he's just stuck.
You know that phrase, in between jobs? It's what he uses in interviews. We've all heard it, right? It's supposed to sound temporary, like, oh, I'll have something new any day now. But after 2 years, that little phrase starts to feel really, really heavy, like it's hiding a much bigger problem.
And this right here, this just perfectly captures the kind of judgment he's up against. He's in an interview trying to explain a little investment company he tried to start, and this is the interviewer's immediate reaction. Just complete dismissal. It's not just a no to the job. It feels like a personal attack on his character and that 2-year gap on his resume.
And that awful interview is just one part of this soul-crushing daily grind. The whole job hunt feels like a game that's rigged against him. Just endless scrolling through listings that make absolutely no sense.
I mean, check this out. He finds a posting for a junior role that requires 8 years of experience. What? You'd be collecting a pension by the time you made senior at a place like that. It's the kind of thing that just makes you feel hopeless.
And then you've got this gem that offers no salary. At all. The expectation seems to be that you should just live on passion. Or, as he puts it, respect. I mean, come on. It's absurd, but this was a real listing.
Okay, but it gets even crazier. This one really takes the cake. A company asking applicants to pay them for the privilege of working there. Seriously. At this point, the job market doesn't just feel tough, it feels fundamentally broken.
So all this rejection from the outside, it starts to get inside his head. It turns into this crippling internal voice of self-doubt. He's walking around during the day, and he's just convinced everyone sees him as a NEET, not in education, employment, or training. The paranoia just becomes overwhelming.
And of course, a struggle like this doesn't just stay in the professional box. It bleeds into everything, especially his personal life, and he starts feeling totally cut off from everyone.
He's playing a video game online with a friend, and the friend has to log off for work, and he says this. Now, the friend probably didn't mean for it to be cruel, but that last line, you would understand it if you also work full-time? Oof. It just lands like a punch, creating this massive gap between them.
It's this deep, sinking feeling that the world is just moving on without him. His friends are getting married, building their careers, having kids, hitting all those big life milestones, and he just feels trapped, like he's tangled up while everyone else is walking down a clear path.
But just when he's at his absolute lowest, something shifts. A conversation with his father. A really blunt, brutally honest conversation that completely changes how he's looking at this whole mess. And this is where it all clicks. His dad lays out the problem so clearly. On one side, you have his search for the perfect job, something he's passionate about, something he thinks he deserves, but on the other side is his dad's advice, which is, forget perfect. The reality is, you just need your first job, something driven by the simple need for stability.
And his dad really doesn't hold back. He tells him, straight up, stop looking for jobs in your field. The goal isn't passion right now. The goal is an income. Flip burgers, pick up trash, do something, anything that gets you working again and contributing to society.
So this advice really boils down to a super simple 3-step strategy. 1. Get a job, any job, to get some income and a daily rhythm back in your life. 2. Survive it. Don't worry about whether you love it, just do the work. And 3. Build beside it. Use that newfound stability as a foundation to plan your real next move.
And that advice? It's like the key that finally unlocks him from his paralysis. It isn't about giving up on his dreams, it's about finding a different, more practical door to walk through to get there.
This is the core message he really takes to heart from his dad. The perfect job doesn't exist, and the relentless pressure of trying to find something he'd enjoy was the very thing keeping him stuck. By letting go of that, he can finally see a way forward.
So what does that first, maybe not so great job actually give you? Well, it's not about climbing the corporate ladder, not yet. It's about rebuilding a foundation. It's about getting a base, getting an income, getting a rhythm back in your day, and just getting back into the flow of society.
This story, which started from a pretty dark place, actually offers a really powerful lesson. Sometimes the biggest leap forward you can make begins with one small, unglamorous, but absolutely